morning. This is Yolanda Simmons again. I'm going to talk about some adjusters. A lot of people were asking on the Newport website. There was a question about how to put your mast up by yourself or make it easier. And I don't know if anybody's ever thought or knew about quick release adjusters. Here's the one on the forestay, and there's a pin right here. But it's good for trailer boats up to about 26 feet. This holds 2,500 pounds. It's a 1/8 inch line, and it goes up to 2 1/8 long adjustments right here. But the good thing is when you're trying to adjust your forestay, when you're putting it together, it's not so tight. And then when you get it on, you just clamp it down, put your pin in, and I'm one-handed right now, you have to excuse me. But you put your pin in, always have a rope tied to this pin, tied to this. But that way you have a little more wiggle room. They also C.S. Johnson makes these in a shroud adjuster, and that is also 1/8 inch line. This goes from 1 3/4 to 3 5/8. These have a 400 pound working load. Both of these you can get on West Marine, Defender. You can get them just about anywhere. This one costs Defender, if you're a Defender membership, $33, $45 if you're not. So far that's the cheapest I've found for this. This one costs about anywhere from $50 to $65. Be careful on the sizes, they're not all the same. You have to get the one for this, the CAT 14-205. The other ones are for bigger boats. So if you've got a under 20 foot like mine, this is plenty stout enough, and you're not overdoing it, because the other one's like twice the size. Way too big for this boat. Also, one of my newest toys, I had the old Losing Company rig tensioning guide. You really need to think about getting a tensioning guide of some sort. This one actually has a little app that's free where you can plug in your numbers. So if it's windy, if it's calm, 2 to 5 mile an hour winds here in Alabama. I mean, we were sailing and racing Saturday. I think it got up to 12 miles an hour, which is good here. 14, a lot of people's panicking down here, and my husband's just having a good time. But anyway, this, when you put your shrouds, my boat's still apart. Got my oodles and oodles of noodles. But here, when you put your shrouds up, you go halfway and you tension it, and you can play around with it and whatnot, but this gives you a good gauge so that you've got it. And also it's good for making sure both sides are the same. No matter what, you want both sides to have the same poundage, or kilogram. This is in kilograms and in pounds. You want to make sure that these are same on both sides, otherwise your mast is going to be lopsided. And now my boat does not have backstays. Mine only has a forestay. That's just the way it was designed. But if you have backstays, that's a good thing to use on making sure you have a consistent backstay every time you put it together. I actually, with my loose, because I have an adjustments, I always have different poundages, because if it's really windy or if it's really calm, that deals a lot with how I'm going to be rigging my sailboat. So I hope this helps. I will be working on my mast some today, and hopefully I'll get most of that done. I'm waiting on some parts, my claim to fame. I'll tell you my funny boo-boo. So Yolotek, I'm going to give them a freebie here. Yolotek, I bought their power stick. What's good about their power stick is it has a spot for the cameras, and then also has a spot that you've got a nav light. So you got a nav light, and this powers your phones, or you can charge your devices, you can your cameras and everything. It goes here. I was a pud, got in a hurry, drilled it in the wrong spot. It was supposed to go this way, because the nice thing about this is that when you install it, it leans backwards naturally, so that you don't hit it with a mast. It's a really good feature. So instead of drilling a new hole, I'm going to have to go shop around and find me, it's the typical, they all take the little 2 hose. I'm going to have to go and find me a new set of pieces here. I've had brain fart, I can't remember the name. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this, and we'll keep going. And like I said, I got my oodles and noodles of noodles. Some people complain that, oh, it's going to get waterlogged and they're going to rot. My motto is that if you seal your sailboat up when it's closed, you shouldn't have water in this bilge unless you got a leak. And if you got a leak, you need to be finding where the hole is, down in the hole. But that's just me, you know, that's just my little motto. I've got water in it now because, of course, the top's open. So, but that's another video for another day. But y'all have a great day.